Intellectual wellness is all about our capacity to learn. Learning isn't just memorizing facts, dates, equations, names, or figures. Learning is about expanding our understanding, critically examining problems, developing key skills, and being creative. Intellectual wellness is important because it helps us to deal with change by increasing our resiliency. It also empowers us to serve others better. Several things can get in the way of our intellectual wellness, including stress, anxiety, illness, or bad habits, as well as comparing ourselves to others, feeling like we don't belong, or not taking care of ourselves in the other areas of wellness. Learning to be a learner is a big part of intellectual wellness, and being a learner is impacted by our motivations. If we approach a learning opportunity by focusing solely on how it will benefit us financially or professionally, we miss out on how learning changes us in more fundamental ways. For instance, do we see a required class or experience as a hoop to jump through, or as an opportunity to grow and expand our ability to engage the world? Here are a few tips that can help us become better learners. Be curious. Don't limit our education to the memorization of facts or a narrow focus on a profession or material gain. Curiosity is the active part of our learning that demands our agency, so that what we learn will inspire us, change us, and help us to meaningfully connect with others. God can make more out of us than we can imagine for ourselves. Ask good questions. Good questions are authentic, resist pat answers, and make meaningful connections. Asking questions also keeps us engaged in learning and understanding truth in more than one dimension. Be a good listener, and do so humbly without judgment, because truth often is far greater and more expansive than what we previously imagined. Engaging in valuing the experiences and perspectives of others is the antidote for self-centeredness and selfishness. Be patient and discern with the Spirit. Not everything we encounter is true, and sometimes certain truths can seem contradictory. The Spirit requires patience and provides perspective. Discernment is given to us through the Spirit to help us stay balanced and understand how all truth fits together, putting us in a loving relationship with God and with others. Learning when inspired by the Spirit leads to further revelation. Be humble. To learn, we have to acknowledge that we lack understanding or maybe don't understand something completely. We also need to recognize when we need help to learn and who can help us. We need to take advantage of key resources available to us in the form of study skills classes, the University Accessibility Center, instructors' office hours, TA labs, and tutoring through the Center for Service and Learning. All of these things can play a vital role in helping us to become better learners. Intellectual wellness, becoming better learners, is essential to our progression and growth. The more we learn how to learn, the more we see the connections between the sacred and the secular, and the more prepared we are to help and lift others.